Hello peeps and hello peppers. Like before the sun goes down again, when the sun goes down, we'll be grooving. I wanted to make a short recap video with drawing a bird that my friend photographed actually somewhere in the city, and this is some sort of cormorant. So I'm still amazed how animals sometimes can adjust to city life when we're stuffing everything with houses. Of course, the people have to go somewhere, but like the way this is done here with the new houses, I don't necessarily approve because I hear a lot about like cheap materials and like no space to recover your soul and so on. So I know this looks kind of alien, but that's the fun of it. That like now I decide to use my schematic way of seeing things. And my friend gave me these. I don't even know what to call them. Crayons, pencils, like they are quite heavy in the hand and they break easily, as you can see here, but also as you can see here, the entire corpus of the thing is pigment. So I like thinking there are not so many trees cut down for that. And I hope that they will last me long and they are water soluble. So my favorite event of the week actually was the most mysterious song on the internet being identified. So I also decided to pick a picture for inspiration that has a little bit of a similar structure to how I see this song. Like an original studio version has surfaced that has like more gray yellow undertones to my inner eye. So think of the feathers as the swinging tune of the guitar. And of course I want to do this all the justice I can, and even if it looks like a really abstract artwork afterwards, it will still be my way of paying tribute to the song because it has accompanied me for 3 years, ever since I knew about the mystery, and has accompanied some more people on the internet for 17 years. And by now I also have learned through an interview that I found on YouTube how you pronounce the band's name. Like, I was not sure if it's F-E-X or something, but it's Fax. Like, they maybe even wanted to imitate this English word fax, but adjusted the writing to the German language because, okay, the band is German, so I think I've never been as fond of German bands as in this very moment. And it was actually so funny that I wrote something connected to the most mysterious song on the internet in my novel. And I went like click, 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 click. And then I said, okay, now I have to play the song on YouTube. And then suddenly YouTube kind of almost exploded with comments and news. The most mysterious song has been identified. So let's say the book that I'm currently writing is also inspired by another Lost Wave song that doesn't have a name yet, a proper name. So what if, let's say this would be a really funny fantasy to me. I'm writing something like really inspired and really passionate, and then suddenly the computer goes beep 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 beep. We have like identified that too. What I really like about the identification is that, like, really people who have probably not studied journalism, like the grassroots, put the right info together in the right places. Found a way of contacting bands who were like involved in a particular band contest. And actually, the musicians are all still alive and well, and are seem pretty happy to talk to people about like how this came about, and how the song came about. And what touched me most in the interview was that the guy who provided the interview said that like we're playing at small clubs, and there were like 20 people present, and we told these people even phone your friends to come here or something of the type. And that sort of reminds me of a really dear person in my life who inspired me a lot, who was like in a technology company which provided sound equipment for all kinds of bands in the 80s and 90s. Probably not connected to this band per se, but I mean, at least it was in Germany, and said person often received like merch and small stuff from bands who basically nobody knew. So I think I should go through my pile in my childhood home. Let's see what treasures I still find there next time I am there. So, but that was obviously not this week. Like I'm obviously not going to my childhood home this week. I'm sort of going soul searching how I want to do some things in my life. And like when this guy from the Most Mysterious Song on the internet said they had like club gigs with 20 people where they asked other people to tell their friends, that reminded me a little bit of like how I started writing books. The story that I always call the Rib or Rain is Beautiful actually has its title from like when smartphones were not a thing yet, and I was with a laptop in a pub, and I said it's raining and they have a tent in the garden. Then the person on the other end of the internet said, "Rain is beautiful, don't you think so?" So this is how... yeah, that's the one story. And then when I just was writing this rain is beautiful sentence, or reading this rain is beautiful sentence, suddenly a guy from a band bent over my laptop and said, why are you always chatting to your friends? Tell your friends to come here because we're good. The friend was per se in another country than the band, so they didn't come here, but still, now these memories are waking up, and now these mysterious people also tell the world how, like, one of them really saved and saved and saved for this really specific keyboard that is heard in the Most Mysterious Song. And that makes me wonder, okay, when have I the last time really sacrificed everything for doing what was important to me? And yes, I think I have sacrificed some communications for writing my books in the here and now. And I must say, I'm content with it, because this is what I really want to do. Like, writing books about slightly difficult social topics that only few people understand, and illustrate. And however wacky the illustrations look, that's just my style. This bird is called skarfur in Icelandic. It's a type of cormorant. So I would say I am happy, and I am also happy to read YouTube comments of the type, the song sounds so much more positive in this old studio version. or practice version or whatever you will call it, like the more yellow version, than in what I perceive as the more green version and singing into a can. And like, because someone said it sounds more positive, someone also said the song was happy to be found. And there we are again with childhood memories about writing books. Like, I've always written stories ever since I could write. And like, when I couldn't yet write, I drew my stories on the wall. My parents were not amused. So I remember having written down an idea for a book as a teenager, where suddenly the radio, even broken radios, start playing, and they play a song where like no radio station and no one knows what it is, and then it turns out that this song is a bodiless soul that just searches for a home. And if you have watched my Halloween video, I think you know I still have a special connection to bodiless souls that need a home. And like, let's say when I found the mysterious song sort of 3 years ago, and no one knew the name, or no one knew who made it, or said it may come from a parallel universe, I suddenly remembered the story of that song that I wanted to write as a teenager, that I actually never managed to write, because my brain is always like, look, a bird, and then the bird, whatever the bird is more interesting than the happenings that I had 5 minutes before. So, and when I now read some random stranger writing in the comment system on YouTube, the song was happy to be found, then I have a feeling like some songs are really bodiless souls that search for a home. And it's so nice to see that some people who were trying to bring their music out there still enjoy the dialogue with their fans, even though it's like 40 years later. And who knows, maybe I'll still write that book about the song flying around and searching for a home. It's NaNoWriMo, it's National Novel Writing Month. I am totally behind on my book, but like, since I had a creative writing class, was that last week or the week before? I managed to outline the whole story. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself in this case. And yeah, there happened also some positive things to reclaim my body. And today I just randomly met a person with a small child. And you know, like, usually small children rather go like, look, Dad, a grandma, because I have this walker or stick. And in this case, this was so cute that the adult said to the child, can you move a little bit so the person can come by? So actually the language is slightly changing to gender neutral words. And in this case, this makes me happy, because I am still searching for a way to explain someone that I find it offensive when people call me hey girl without context, because A, I'm a grown-up, and B, I have a really strong male aspect in my soul, and I don't want to be called girl. So yeah, I wish you a very happy rest of the week, and I'll see you soon, maybe with new news about new songs. Bye-bye.